Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Two
Two
Cents. How's everyone doing? How are you, babes?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good too. We had a little trouble setting up today, but it's fine. Oh, and as you guys can see, not the eye roll for the video people again. We're still in the new studio, but it's a different angle now.
Yeah.
So excuse all the mess in the back, guys. It's not it. But don't worry, all this will be gone and it'll be very nice and profesh soon.
Yeah.
But yeah, anything going on? Anything you want to update the people? I mean, we literally filmed
really.
yesterday, guys, so there's not much. Oh, we watched The Herald and the Purple Crayon in theaters.
I think we already said that.
Did we? No. We said we were gonna watch it, I think.
Oh.
Well, yeah, we watched it. It was okay. It was just
It was like those movies that aren't really popular. You just watch it at home.
yeah, it's like those watching random movie on Netflix with like your family. It's a very like family kid movie.
It's kind of like the SpongeBob one we watched too.
Yeah, we also watched that new SpongeBob movie on Netflix, Saving Sandy Cheeks. It was not it, guys.
I feel like those movies belong to Netflix only.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, the SpongeBob one, I didn't like it.
Yeah.
The Purple Crayon one, like, it was okay, but it was just very like...
It's not cinema.
Yeah, it's not for the cinema at all. Yeah. It was just very like just cliche, very like kid, wow, oh, happy rainbows, whatever. But I mean, it was okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're going to watch Trap. Hopefully tonight, actually. I'm actually pretty excited about that. And he doesn't want to. You want to tell them why? For a weird ass reason.
No, I just think it's dumb how since your daughter is not famous for her music, you're going to make a movie based on her performing.
Yeah. Well, no,
like,
maybe he just had that idea, but obviously he would put his daughter to like promote her because apparently she's a rising star and like the movie's about a concert.
She's not a rising star. I never heard of this person.
Well, yeah, no, that's like right. So like she's still becoming famous, so she's still very underrated.
But then this is like a cop out. Just like if you have money, you can just make it.
Yeah. Well, because that's how everyone is, though. Like people just take advantage of like whatever they can.
I know.
Isn't that how all like rich, famous people are? Yeah, guys. He only doesn't want to watch it for that, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know. I really want to watch it. Seems interesting. It's about like a serial killer who's in like a concert or whatever. But we're still gonna watch it. Also, next week, It Ends With Us comes out, which I'm really excited. I think I mentioned this, my book talk girlies. It's based on the books. I'm really excited for that one. I know you don't really know anything about that, but he's excited to watch Cuckoo, which I'm not.
And Alien.
Yeah, but Alien is like next week. But I don't know. Cuckoo seems creepy, so I'm not excited for that. I don't even know what it's about. Like,
who knows? But I don't want to watch spoilers.
Well, yeah, guys, we don't really like watching trailers and stuff because it spoils so much of movies. Like literally everything, they show everything in the damn trailer. Like sometimes they show the whole movie and I'm like, bruh. But yeah, the Cuckoo one, if you guys haven't heard of it, the girl from Euphoria's in it.
Oh.
Euphoria, right? Yeah. Right? Yeah. Hunter Schafer, yeah. I mean, we love her, so I'll just be watching it for her, I guess.
Sure.
But yeah, anyways, that's what we're kind of watching. And we do have, I guess, I think we already mentioned it. We have some Marvel movies we got to watch too. I finished the Too Hot to Handle season. It was okay. Not their best, Avi, but the winners, I think they deserve it. So we just love the drama. But yeah, now I don't have any shows.
Even though they don't stay for long much.
Like what?
If you follow their social media.
Oh, yeah, the couples always break up, which is like, what's the point? But whatever. Anyways, what else? Any other updates? I don't think much.
Update?
We're still currently removing stuff. They removed the other bed in here, so we have more space. But yeah,
bed is gonna come in, so
yeah, sadly from upstairs because we still have to use this room to like actually sleep in if we have guests here. So that's super fun. But it's okay, guys, because then we can just like record and do everything in here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. We don't really got much going on. We might be getting a new camera soon. We want a really expensive one that's like $2,000 or something.
Yeah.
What is it? Which one?
It's either a Sony A7C Mark II or a FX30 or a ZVE one.
What he said. Yeah, comment down below, guys, which one you like or if you have it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we'll see for that. We'll keep you guys updated what we get and how we think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, anything else you want to tell them? Yeah, sorry guys, nothing's literally the same as last episode. We can get into this epi for today now. So, what are we going to be talking about today?
Here's a warning if you're scared about this, but we're going to be talking about something spooky.
So, before we get into this episode, we will give a little warning.
Again, you did.
Okay, before we get into this episode, we do want to give a little warning because it is a little spooky. Right? Because we are going to be talking about, like, yes, kind of scary. Like, a lot of people are scared about this topic, including me. But yeah, so if you just get like scared, just be careful, you know?
Yeah.
Be cautious of it. But it's still a good one, so keep listening, please. So, what is the topic for today?
We're going to be talking about the spooky universe.
Ooh. Why is that like ghosts? We're not talking about that. But yeah, we're gonna be talking about everything about the universe, like space, aliens, galaxies, planets, all the fun shizzle nizzle.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means, but yeah.
So,
anyways, so
how do you want to start it?
well, first off, we're gonna have a few different like category big like the infamous questions, or like I don't know how you would word it. It's like those not unpopular opinions, but it's like those things. It's like, do you believe this or do you believe that? So we have a few of those, but before we get into that, we'll just we just want to kind of say our general thoughts about what we think about like the universe.
Sure.
And like everything, like aliens and all that. So I always like believed like there's no way that like we're the only living beings like ever in the whole universe.
Yeah.
Because it's like, yeah, like how's that possible? Because I feel like people are like, oh, do you believe in aliens? But I feel like that's only saying like aliens. Like they're not asking like, do you believe if like there's just any other type of species? Because who even knows if they're aliens? Like aliens that's just something like the word we made up. So it's like they could literally be something entirely different. So I feel like, yeah, the question is like, do you believe like there is other like species and beings or whatever?
Well, personally, I do, because think about it. We call like these weird looking things aliens, but we don't call jellyfishes or like things like fishes from deep sea not aliens.
Which those low-key like are, because they're so creepy.
No, because first of all, they can survive in super compressed like pressure. Yeah. And some of them can emit their own light.
Oh yeah. And some of them can like transform into other things, which is so creepy.
And also like they're just like, for example, jellyfishes. They're just like a gel.
I know. Yeah, and that's what like.
And apparently like their whole body is a brain and legs and all that.
Ooh. Yeah, and the way like some of them, if you cut them, like they still grow back and they can like camouflage into other things. No, like, yeah, it's so scary. Yeah, I swear that's like everything in the deep ocean, like that has to be like some sort of other species, because it's like, yeah, they are like animals, I guess. Like it's like not humans, but they're so creepy.
Well, that's why you call them not humans. But how do you know they're not aliens?
Yeah, exactly. It's like just some other being. Like, how do we know that's like, what if there's more of them like somewhere else? Yeah. Guys, that's why you will never catch me in the ocean. Like, especially deep in the ocean. No, thank you. All those damn North Sea TikToks, guys, if you've seen that whole trend with that stupid audio that's so creepy. It's like, hi ho, or whatever. Oh. You know that creepy one? And they're showing like how the North Sea is the most dangerous ever.
No, I just find that like cringe, because like the people that play that music, they believe they're like barbarians or something. I'm like, what?
I know. No, but like they do show sometimes clips of like them catching some weird thing in the ocean. I'm like, no, thank you. Thank you so much. I will stay on land. I want my legs touching land. Yeah, guys, I've like come to realize like I have a big fear of like the ocean. And no, actually, what people say, I always see these in the comments on TikTok. It's like, we're not scared of the ocean, but we're scared of what's in it. Like, I'm scared of what's in the ocean because the way they've only discovered like 5%. Yeah. I'm like, And I think, didn't they like stop exploring it?
I don't know, but
I think so, because it's like people have like theories. They're like, oh, because they didn't like what they saw or something, or like they knew something.
Yeah, well, I agree with that quote because I would enjoy swimming and like laying in the ocean if it was clear.
I know, like, and if there's nothing, yeah, because it's so like therapeutic and relaxing. Like, yeah, I love swimming, and like obviously I love going to like the beach and stuff, but I just don't like what's in the water. Like or that scares me so much. Yeah, the sand, my days, guys, those beach worms.
Sandworms.
Oh, yeah, or sandworm, whatever. My God, the way that one TikTok where he pulled it out and it was so bloody long. Ew. Oh, but did you see that one where he was putting the pizza and then he put it in his mouth after the bug touched it? And then everyone's like, why did he put it in his mouth? And I'm like, ew, because he put it in his mouth so he could pull the bug out. I'm like, why? Nope. No, thank you. Ugh, I'm like getting disgusted just thinking about it. But yeah, guys, I have a big phobia of just anything in the ocean, the water. It's so creepy. Like, I swear it's all like aliens. Nope. And like they say, like all the jobs out in like the ocean, they're always saying that's like the most dangerous jobs ever. Yeah, I don't know how people can do anything like out in the water. No, thank you. But yeah, so what we're saying, yeah. So there's no way we're the only like living beings ever, because that's just not possibly. But yeah, there has to be, because like the amount of different galaxies there are, like there has to be like so much different species.
I know.
And so that's so scary to think about, because like they could probably look so creepy and like I feel like they could look like the stuff that people always like like the way they make them up in like movies and stuff. Like
it's crazy. It's crazy how like small Earth is compared to even our own galaxy.
I know.
And not only that, the Milky Way.
Yeah. And the way we're literally a dot in that, I'm like.
And literally, like, as they say, space is always expanding and there's more to it. And there's more stars, galaxies, Milky Ways, whatever they're called. It's like there has to be different versions of you or other people out there.
Yeah, like the multiverse.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I like, I don't know. Even just thinking about all that space stuff, it like makes me like anxious and like makes me like feel sick sometimes. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
I like can't think about it too much. Like, does anyone ever get that? Yeah, speaking of the multiverse, do you actually believe it could be real?
I think so, yeah, because like every time like I'm doing something, thinking about what I did a minute ago, I'm like, I could have done this or that.
Yeah, I know. Like, there's so many.
There's like billions of outcomes or things you could have done.
Literally.
But you did whatever you did.
Yeah, because we're literally like everything in life is like a decision. Like you're always choosing what to do and what not to do. Yeah, and I feel like
for example, like if I want to do this, I didn't need to, but I did it.
Yeah.
Like, did you see that?
See what?
I moved my thumb.
Oh,
like that's something.
Oh yeah, I guess
could have done or something. Like
I know. No, and also like deja vu. Like that's such a weird. Like I like hate that feeling. It's like you remember doing it, but it's like you could almost remember the full memory, but you can't. It's like it's so annoying.
It's probably like a different version of us that is doing it at the same time.
Maybe. Well, I know people like the main belief is that it's like it's in another life you did it. That's why you remember it. But yeah, it could be just a different version of you
like doing that like did instantly at the same time.
Yeah, or maybe they did it like already, or they're gonna do it. I don't know. Deja vu is such a weird feeling. Like I just like it makes me mad because you can't fully like place where the feeling came from. But yeah, no, I believe in the multiverse too. And I wonder, was Marvel like the first ones to like come up with the idea, or was it already a thing and they just made it more like?
It was probably already a thing, but they made it into like what it is now.
Yeah, I feel like they made it more well known and like in pop culture, because I did not know about it until Marvel.
Yeah,
it probably was because like I feel like they do get a lot of like the things they do. It is like there is like scientific like actual explanations to it. So yeah, I feel like they don't just like entirely make it up. And like the way they explain it, and like it actually makes more sense than if you just like read it sciencey stuff.
Also, like things like the fourth dimension, fifth dimension, how like science tries to prove it's real and stuff like that.
And and the quantum stuff, like going all that small. Yeah, my sister is really into that stuff. I just understand it because of like Ant-Man, because he goes like really small. I'm like, my days are so much. Yeah, but like Marvel, I like how they just show it how there's like different variants of you, and like every movie there's like, even in the new movie there's like a million Deadpools. Spoiler, but you should have watched it by now if you're a true fan.
Yeah, no, but I agree with the quantum stuff, because like if you think about it, like even your little blood cells, like when you zoom in so much, it literally looks like things moving.
Yeah, and there's so many million things in it. It's crazy that there's like living things inside of us.
Remember that Instagram post I sent to you of like a white blood vessel taking nutrients to something else, and it looks like a worm like just walking.
I know.
And there's like things like, around it circling it.
No, even the like, fly video you showed me, how much inside like germs and shit there's inside a fly. It's so gross.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I know. It's so crazy. No, but like I don't really talk or think about this subject that much, because like it's just so scary to think about, because everything's so big, and like I just like, you almost can't like conceptualize it, you know?
Yeah.
Like it's just so hard to think about. And for me, I would never want to go up into space. Well, guys, this is something you should know about Alex. He actually loves everything to do with space. Like he loves space movies. One of his favorite movies is Interstellar.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, do you like everything about it, or do you just like movies that are about space? Like what do you like about it?
I think I like everything about it.
Like everything about space, and like when they make a movie that's like in space.
I'm like, well, not like exactly movies that are in space, just like the concept of space
if it's like
in general.
Yeah, if it includes it in. Oh, okay.
Because like, I'm like, how, like, when are people going to do that, and how would it be? And how would it be like big news?
Yeah, it'd probably be. Yeah, I'm like, y'all make so much movies about it. Like you're not doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he also wants to watch the Alien one, which is also in space, and I'm like, great, that one's so creepy too. Speaking of Alien,
no, but
literally,
Alien for me is not scary. I know there's like a monster that looks like an alien, stuff like that. But what was more scary or like creepy was the one that we watched with that gel thing that like,
there was this movie called Life, where they found like some like microorganism on like a planet, and they took it to study, and then it started growing, and it became this like big like alien monster thing, and it like killed them. That's actually creepy, because it's like that could be a reality, because it's basically just aliens on other planets, and they took it from a planet.
No, but that can be real, because like even when they're doing studies in deep water, like in Antarctica or whatever the other one is called, there's like literally like sicknesses and diseases and stuff like that in the water.
Or in the glaciers and icebergs. Yeah. That's what I'm like, guys, that's why we are wary of all bugs. I don't fuck with any bugs.
Same.
We hate bugs in this house. So like all of them. I don't care. Kill it out of here immediately. Burn the house down. That's why, guys, I could never live in Australia, or even, I don't think I could ever even visit it, because you still have to stay in a hotel. And the crazy videos they show me, like the spiders they have in there, and even just the wild animals that enter in their house. I'm like, no, thank you. But yeah, what was I gonna say? Yeah, guys, he loves everything about space. But yeah, I'm like not really into like space things. Like, yeah, I like the universe. Like, it's a cool like topic and everything. Like, it's like fun to talk about it, but I'm not like that into it. But it's just because for me, it mostly just scares me. And like, I hate all those like unknown things, because people make up a million theories, and it's like the theories and stuff that like scare me, because I'm like, one of them could be true, but we never know. Like, I hate the unknown.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, why are you scared of the unknown? Shouldn't you be like more intrigued to know about it? Because it's like the less you know is more scary than the more you know.
Well, no, because for me, because I think it's me being a Virgo, because like Virgos like to just like plan and have control of everything. So when we don't know something, like we don't like that. I don't know. Like, I guess I get what you're saying, but like for me, I think it's better for me to not know, because then my mind is still like at a peace, because I don't have any like thoughts or theories that like might scare me. Because even when I hear like anything that, even if it's not true, it still scares me, because I'm like, my mind just starts thinking about it, and like I think it's also my anxiety, because it just keeps overthinking about it. I'm like, what if it's true? Like, oh my God, what would happen? So it's like, if I don't know, it's like, it's just like quiet. It's just like like I don't know anything, so it's just nothing, you know?
I guess.
So I don't know. I think that's just me being like a Virgo and my anxiety. I think it just helps. I just don't like, and people's theories are so like creepy because people come up with like insane things, and it's like, who knows if that's true or not? So that like scares me even more, you know?
Yeah.
But I know for Alex, it's the opposite. He's like intrigued and he like likes to know all that stuff, which I don't.
In general, I think it's sad because there's like so much unknown in like places that people haven't set foot on, or like even like other life in other places possibly. Yet people decide to do like bad things in this earth that we only know.
I know. That's
why I find it sad, because like you live in this planet with all these people, yet you decide to do bad things and like be bad. It's like, this is your only life you have in this planet.
I know, like it's literally like our home, and it's like I feel like they don't understand, because if it's like they're ruining it, it's like it's gonna affect us all. Yeah. It's not like they're immune. But obviously like corporations and rich people, like they don't care. But yeah, I was gonna say, would you ever want to go up in space?
If it was like 100% successful, yeah.
Wow, BZ. So you would want to go in like a rocket, and it's like, no, even like, just
even if there's like a different planet that was like civilized already, and you can just go there because it's like, I don't know, cheaper or like something like that.
Yeah,
I would go.
Yeah, I would just not go like right now. Yeah, I think I agree with you. Like if it was 100% safe, like many people have done it, it's like tested and everything, then yeah, I would go. But right now I would not want to go, because thinking of like just being in the rocket, like claustrophobic, all that noise, and like so much things could go wrong, and being in space, like the way you just float.
Because like imagine like you go to a planet, right?
Yeah.
Like who cares about space, like traveling? Obviously that's gonna do something. I don't know. It's like floating and stuff like that's cool. Imagine there's a planet where you can lay on the grass without worrying about bugs.
Yeah, there's no bugs on the planet.
I'd be like, sure.
Sign me up immediately. Yeah, literally. No, but it's just right now, because it's not like that developed and advanced. I'm like, no, I don't trust it. And the way that so much like space does so much things to your body, I'm like, yeah, no thanks. And like when people like float out and they get like disconnected, like away from the ship, I'm like, do they just like die? Like what even happens?
Yeah.
Is their body just floating like forever?
Basically.
Because I guess like the oxygen probably runs out, or like, that's like that, even more scary.
Like the movie we saw, remember?
Oh, yeah.
When she thought she was heading to home, but she was actually heading out.
Oh, yeah. That's so, yeah, guys, she was like trying to get to Earth, but she was just went out into space.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fact that you can't even like stop that, like, no, that's just so scary. I can't. Oh my God. But yeah, so now switching over to like planets and the stars and stuff. That part is super fun because planets are just so cool and pretty, and like the way there's just like balls, like big ball round things just in the sky. And I like how they're all like different colors and like shapes. Like that's so cool.
Here's one of my questions I have that I just came up with. Why are all planets that they show circular? Like spheres?
Oh yeah, well maybe that's because in our universe,
like I want to see like a planet that's like a square or triangle.
I know, that'd be so cool. No, maybe in other like universes it probably is.
Probs.
Like who knows? Yeah, guys, like they could literally be different shades. Like why is it just round? Yeah, it could be. That's actually a good point, Mr. Soul. But yeah, also stars are so cool. Like I know it's like the way they're like just light, but like they look like stars. It's just so cool. And like it's crazy to think that they're billions years old. Like how's that even possible?
What is a star?
Well, isn't it just like light? And all I know is like we see it, like when it reaches us, we see it, but it's like so old. Yeah. I'm like, how does that even... Guys, I don't understand how light works and wind and...
I thought for a long time, I thought a star was like a galaxy from far away that like exploded or something.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, maybe it... Oh, yeah, I think stars can be like explosions of things, or maybe it is galaxies. I don't even know.
I don't even know what a star is, guys.
But I don't know. They're cool. Like, they're pretty, especially when you see in the night sky. And I wish we could see them more about like light pollution and shit.
No, but that is crazy how you mentioned that... it's like billions years.
Yeah, like how is that even possible? Like
even when you see the sun, that's like how long? Like
it's the sun reaches you every 8 minutes. Like its rays. I'm like, how does that light even work? Like it's just like zooming past.
Yeah, I know.
It's just so weird. But yeah, also shooting stars. I know those are not actually shooting stars, which is like when I found out, I was like, because it's actually just like meteorites or meters. I don't know what the difference is, but it's just those like shooting by, which is so sad. But like, I love just the concept of shooting stars, and like you're supposed to wish on them and stuff.
Yeah,
like I like how humans have like made it a thing because it's cute,
I think it's called a wishing star.
Oh yeah, wishing. Yeah, like you wish upon a shooting star.
I think you wish because you're like, oh man, I wish it didn't like happen, because technically, like if those things like hit Earth, that's like the end.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, that's also what always scares me when they're always like, this meteor is so close to Earth. I'm like, gulp, that's so scary. But yeah, I just love all the like cute little like myths and stories and like the folklore that people make up about like stars in the universe, because obviously everyone has so much like ideas, but like some of them are really cute and like fun to like think about, even though like they're not like proven.
Shout out to the Big Dipper.
Oh yeah, with the constellation. Yeah, those are so cool how they literally make shapes. I'm like, that's crazy.
Oh, well, the Big Dipper is because it helps like slaves run away from like and it guided them to like safety. And like
really?
For example, people would be like, oh, follow the Big Dipper and you'll make it out to like the safe zone. So like at night, like the slaves would like crawl in the fields and just follow the Big Dipper.
Oh, what the F? I didn't know that was a thing. That's cool. And like how they saw the North Star or whatever with like Jesus and shit.
I guess.
I don't fucking know. But yeah. So what is your favorite planet? Speaking of planets.
Mine's pretty simple, but let me learn about yours first.
Well, mine is Saturn. Yeah, mine has always been Saturn because like it's like the different one because it has the rings, and I just find that so cool. Like the way that it has like rings around it, which I know those are also meteors and like dust particles and shit, but it's like it's so pretty to look at, and it's just so cool and like different. And I also like the colors of it. But yeah, Saturn has always been my favorite, and I like the name of it too. I think because it's close to Saturday, and Saturday's my favorite. I don't know. That's how I like make sense of things, you know? Yeah. What about yours, babes?
Well, mine's kind of connects too.
Yeah.
Like is yours. Mine's Uranus.
Babes, that's inappropriate. This is a children's show. Just kidding, guys.
I'm just kidding.
Is yours actually Uranus? Guys, Uranus, like why'd they make that the name? Why?
All right, so my favorite planet other than Uranus would it be
we just realized Uranus actually has a ring too, but Saturn has more. So it's prettier and better. And it's really big too. Also Jupiter, like that whole storm thing it has, that's so creepy. Like how is there always like a storm on there?
Would be Neptune, possibly. Because a nice blue shade.
Yeah, Neptune's really pretty. Isn't Neptune like really cold too? Probs, I'm guessing, because of the blue. Really? I think I went there last summer. Just kidding, guys. But yeah, Neptune is really pretty too. Yeah. And it's also like cool, like Neptune. Oh yeah, because that's the Greek name.
I like Neptune because it reminds me of like saying next day, Neptune. I'm just kidding.
Anyways, all right, guys. So now we will be asking the big question. Well, I guess we already said this, but do you believe in aliens? Okay, well, right now we're specifically talking about aliens, like the green stuff that's always shown in society.
Like,
or just, and other.
People that are not humans with like bones and flesh.
Yeah. For me, yes, I do believe, because like we said, we can't possibly be the only beings. And obviously, I feel like they would look different.
I agree.
Yeah.
I believe aliens exist.
Also, I feel like some other universe, like there could be like other species that look like us, but they have some difference.
Yeah.
Like maybe they have something that looks different, or they have maybe powers or something. Like that'd be so cool. Yeah. Going forward now, we do believe in like there could be like anything other than that. It's not inhuman, obviously.
Yeah.
And it's like so scary because like who knows if they come in peace or not.
Who knows if they even come.
But yeah, the next question is, are you spiritual? This is kind of dipping into a little religion, because I feel like spirituality is like not that big of a thing, because I feel like it's become more big in like the last few years.
Yeah.
Because I feel like people are becoming more into like the universe and all that. Yeah, for me, I think I have definitely become more spiritual. Like I am technically Christian, but like I really don't like it. I don't agree with a lot of their sayings and stuff, and I don't like the church at all. So I feel like I have started becoming more spiritual because like when I pray, I guess, or like when I say like you know, yeah, when I pray, like I do still believe in God, but I do include the universe. Like I believe in like God as being some like entity or whatever, but I also believe in like the whole universe as also having power to do stuff. And I think a lot of our generation is focused on the universe a lot because like manifestation and stuff, and like what you put out comes back to you and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Even like karma is like spiritual stuff because it's like karma will get you back. Like what you put out in the universe comes back. So that's why you have to do good so you get good back, you know? Like I believe in all that stuff.
Karma
what about you, babes? Yeah, guys, karma is my boyfriend. Hashtag Taylor. What are you spiritual,
I don't
babes?
think I'm spiritual, but like if I'm mentally meditating,
yeah,
like I feel like I can connect to the world.
Oh.
Or like spiritual world.
Yeah. Yeah. So you're just like kind of. All right, guys. The next big one we're going to cover is the moon landing. Dun, dun, dun. The big question that everyone's asked. Is it fake or is it real?
Personally.
Well, first of all, obviously nobody actually knows. But yeah, what do we think? What do you think, babes?
Personally, I think it was fake.
Yeah, me too. I'm going to have to agree on that.
Because first of all, like if you think about it, it's been like probably like 10 plus years since they went to the moon.
Yeah.
How come they never put more people onto the moon with modern technology and modern cameras? But no, they don't.
Yeah, like why has no one else gone on?
Yeah.
And also like knowing the US, since of course they were the first ones on the moon, why didn't they take the land? Why didn't they say, oh, we have ownership of it? Why didn't they like build something on there? Like, because since the US bloody colonizes every other goddamn country, I'm surprised they didn't colonize the moon.
Yeah. There's also like videos of like people going to like Arizona or something like that in the desert.
Oh.
And matching the moon, like the video that they showed, like the hills and stuff like that, to what they saw.
To that area? So they could have like filmed it there?
They could have filmed it there. I'm like,
damn.
Well, who knows?
We actually didn't know that. Yeah. And also, guys, if you're really interested in it, you should check out that new movie, Fly Me to the Moon, with ScarJo and Channing Tatum, because they like the movie is about them actually like faking it. Yeah. So if you're into that. But yeah, also, yeah, that's actually never realized it. Yeah, they could have literally just filmed it in some like area. Yeah. Also, like, why did China or Russia or like those big countries, why have they not gone up there? Because they have so much tech and like they're so advanced in a lot of things. Why have they not gone up? No. Guys, there's aliens here. Just kidding.
I don't know.
Like, why has no other country tried to go up? Especially because they're like always the ones who are like the top and like the advancement things. Like, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I don't know.
And yeah, like you said, like we've become so advanced now. Like, why haven't they gone up again? Especially because they always say that like NASA has sent like this robot to the moon and they sent like these things to get pictures and stuff. I'm like, if they can do that, why can't they just send more people up?
Also, another thing about the moon is like, why do we only see one face of it? How come the moon doesn't rotate like every other planet?
Yeah, I don't know. Why haven't they tried to go like to other planets? Well, have they tried to go to Mars? Well, no, I think they've sent like robots and stuff because they picked up like samples. But why haven't they ever tried to do other planets?
I don't know.
It's like, is it just like too hard, or do they not have like the technology even for that yet? I don't know, guys. See, like there's so much like questions like you could have as a defense as it's like, why have they just like given up on that? Yeah.
Let's say like people going to space, like is that even real, or are they just going a little bit above like what airplanes go?
Oh yeah.
Just so they can float. Because like I don't think humans actually have surpassed a certain limit outside the Earth.
Oh, that's interesting, babes.
Because like
wait, you're talking about like what about the like NASA, like the spaceship like they have up?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like
don't they have something like that? And isn't there people on there?
Yeah, but I think that's just like
astronauts or whatever.
A certain amount outside of.
Oh, so you think it's like actually way low? Oh, the atmosphere.
Yeah, the atmosphere.
Yeah. So you think it's way lower?
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be.
Because honestly, like if you even like satellites and stuff, they only send it out for a certain amount.
Yeah, that's true actually.
And that's why there's so much debris and garbage.
Yeah.
It's like, why can't they just push it out more into space
I know.
if they been to space?
Yeah, that's how like you could literally question like everything because it's like y'all are not really giving us enough like evidence and stuff.
And also NASA is known to fake their photos, and they even came out saying that they do Photoshop their photos.
Wow.
So it looks more.
We can't even trust the supposed to be like the biggest space thing.
Yeah.
Great. But yeah, speaking of big corporations and government.
Well, that's because NASA used to be like their own thing, but now it's owned by the government. So now you can't really trust the government.
So now it's probably gotten worse and more like lying and hiding things. Yeah. Well, yeah, speaking about that, moving kind of more to aliens, I feel like I know a lot of people believe this, but I feel like the government is definitely hiding a lot from us because there's always so much top secret things and so many things that are like classified and they can't tell us. And low-key, I believe like they definitely have seen some sort of like alien or like non-human thing or like maybe a spacecraft or something. And I feel like they are like, it is locked up and they're like doing tests on it or something.
Yeah.
I feel like they have to because it's like there's always like thing like didn't they say that didn't they confirm it that like they've seen it or they have it and like
they did confirm that aliens do exist and stuff like that.
Yes, so it's like how would they know unless they like have come in contact or they've have it locked up or whatever. And also like speaking about it, like just from all the movies of how like the aliens are always so like strong and like they always like it's always like them against the humans. It's like if they do have some sort of like alien thing locked up, like how has it not broken out or like how has it not like killed them or like spread some disease or like how has it not like come out into the world or like wouldn't it have some sort of powers or like use its tech against them to like fight and like break out?
That's what I think.
It's like
how technology works right now because I think they use the aliens for their tech.
Oh, to like make the tech better. Yeah.
Because if you think about it, like I was talking to you like earlier this week, like have you seen a computer chip like this?
That's insane.
Like look at all these little black dots and stuff like that.
Like that's like how did they even make that?
That's what I'm saying. I think it's like alien technology.
Yeah, it has to
be. That they took it from them and then just grew on it.
I know. Because it's like
even these little tiny dots right there.
No, because it's like if they're this advanced to make something like this, like how have they not been able to do it for other things that actually need it? Yeah, that's not like I have no idea how computers work. Like this is insane. Like all these little things can make everything that we're literally using right now, and it's like how did they get it to all work and how do they know what every single little thing does and how did they keep track of it? Like
who invented this?
Yeah,
aliens. Like
yeah, like that's what I'm saying. I feel like they could either have some sort of like alien technology or maybe from the spacecraft or something that they're using, or maybe there is some like actual like non-human like being that maybe they're using. Because it's like, but I'm like, if there is, like, I'm like, how has it not fought back at them? Maybe it has, but they just keep it like under, like they haven't told anyone. Like who knows, maybe people have died like working there.
Well, that's the thing. Could aliens look like humans?
Yeah, guys, that's also the second thing. Like I was wondering that. I'm like, why has nobody ever talked about that? Like there could like be aliens like literally walking among us. I'm just kidding. No, but yeah, and I'm like, I was low-key thinking like, because how do they know what aliens actually look like? Because I was thinking about, it's like we know all about like how the typical alien looks like the green big black eyes, the big head and whatever, but it's like, did someone just randomly come up with it and everyone agreed on it? Like no way everyone agreed, because everyone would have their own version and people don't tend to just agree like that. Like everyone wants to be right. So it's like I feel like someone had to have actually seen it and then that's what they've used, so they've run with it. So that's why everyone like agrees, and that's what like the first thing you think of.
Yeah, it's like Santa Claus, right?
Yeah.
Like Santa Claus doesn't exist, but everyone has an image of what Santa Claus.
Yeah, because it's like they come up with a thing and they push it out in the world so everyone starts to believe it. And it's literally just like society standards and like what we believe. And like
the Santa Claus image came from like a guy that looked like that. and then just
like the Saint Nick story, how he like helped kids or whatever.
So, like, people saw and then made it.
Yeah, and then they made it more like kid, so like red, big
same
belly,
as like with
that.
aliens. Probably someone saw it.
Something, and maybe they modified it a bit or made it more like kid friendly. Like maybe who knows if they're even more creepy looking. Like imagine they have like a million eyes or tentacles or like. Ooh, like that's so scary. So it's like, obviously someone had to have seen what they looked like. Also, I know a big thing is, I don't know if this is talked about a lot, but Alex brought it up. What if aliens helped build all like the Egypt pyramids and all that big stuff?
Yeah, I think they did, because if you think about it, how did people carry those tons of bricks?
Yeah, like and they used like wooden like equipment.
Well, that's what they tell you in books.
Yeah, but it's like,
who knows
how did they not use that without technology? Like that's because the way like they're huge things and they had to like build it, and it's like
even today people can't carry that.
I know,
like by themselves.
And also like all the carvings and sculptures, like you said, like how did they make those?
Like those, like for example, a vase or like a plate. It's like scientists literally like measured it, and they said it's like super accurate to a circle, like literally
like micrometers
of like perfection that not even robots today can do.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's like,
and like, how did they do that?
Yeah, it's like no way some random ass like cavemen could do that. Like they had to either like been aliens like living with them, or maybe they were like enslaving them, or maybe like the aliens were their leaders, or maybe they were all actually like aliens, but they looked like technology to or maybe they just had the alien technology to use. It's like, I'm like, no way, like those things are huge. Like how did they build it without
also
like even the construction? Like even the equipment we have today, like they can barely build a decent road.
I know,
that doesn't fucking break.
No, but also like the Egyptian sculptures and all that, like not even only in Egypt. It can be like
all over the world.
All over the world, like the Mayans and whatever.
Yeah, like any big sculpture.
Like literally like a face sculpture, for example. Like it's literally symmetrical one side to the other.
Literally.
And people can't, not even today, can do like literally a mirror image on the other side.
Like it has to be alien tech. No way.
Yeah. And also like if you think about it, like the Egypt's like whatever leaders, whatever you call them.
Yeah.
They would have big heads.
Yeah, that's
so like what if they were aliens that were ruling?
Yeah, and then that's why it's like we know that aliens have big heads now.
Yeah.
Like guys, these are all like possible things. Also, guys, I don't know if this is a revolutionary thought, or maybe someone already has thought about this, but what if like serial killers and like people who are like really evil and do like the most horrible things, what if they are the aliens that are like living amongst us, but they just look like people? Because I always wonder, I'm like, how can a human do like such horrible things? It's like, no, like ain't no way. Like obviously there is like scientific thing, like, oh, their childhood, like trauma, maybe it happened to them, like how they grew up, like their interactions, or maybe obviously mental health, like maybe they actually have some illness or sickness in their head or something. Like obviously there is like actual like reasoning for it, but it's like, what if they could be just aliens, and maybe those types of species are like evil, and that's why they're able to do that stuff to humans? And like, because a lot of them, like, they don't care. Like a lot of them are seen like smiling and like court and stuff, and I'm like, how are you able to like do this to people? And also like I just realized like cannibals and stuff, I'm like, how can you eat other human beings? Like maybe that literally is an alien and they eat like us. Like that's so scary to think about. Like how do they even become that? Like that's so weird to even think about. Like
who knows?
Guys, like, see, that's word for thought or whatever it's called.
Well, what do you think about animals? Do you think they're aliens?
Yeah, like I feel like that low-key could be a thing, because it's like animals are obviously this different species of us. So maybe they are some sort of like alien, like other being. Like maybe they do come from like their own planet or something.
Probs.
And maybe if it was like the big bang or like the meteor shower, whatever that killed the dinosaurs, maybe it like brought with it like animals or something.
Probably.
And guys, also dinosaurs, like the fact that there's literal like they're literal monsters that used to live, like that's so scary. Like they had to be some sort of aliens too.
Yeah, I know. I think I don't know. I think like how the earth was made and whatever, blah, blah, blah. Like, for example, dinosaurs, like I think they're wiped out because it was just like, yeah, this is not it. Next.
Yeah,
then, like next.
Try the next
Let's
round.
try aliens. Next. Didn't work. But all those like little tiny DNA
stayed. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, 'cause it's like, imagine like dinosaurs were still a thing.
I know.
Geez, terrifying. Like they're so big. And
well,
like,
if you think about it, like alligators.
Yeah, like those.
I think those are part of dinosaur.
Yeah, low key.
Reptiles,
That's so. Yeah, that's why
I think all reptiles are like dinosaurs.
I know. That's why they're so creepy. Also, how come we have never been like visited by any other species? Like, or no one has ever like come in contact with them.
Yeah.
Because it's like, if they have so much like technology, like wouldn't they be able to just like land on Earth and like, wouldn't they be able to like be in disguise or like hide away? It's like, how has nobody ever just like normal people seen anything?
Yeah.
Well, I know people always claim to like see stuff. Like there's always like alleged like UFOs seen in the sky, but then also like that could always be like a plane or a light or whatever, or like a drone. But it's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like creepy, you know? But yeah, guys, so now moving on to the next big one. What is Area 51? Ooh. So when you search it up, Area 51 is a common name of a highly classified United States Air Force facility within the Nevada Test and Training Range. So it's a remote detachment administered by Edwards Air Force Base. And yeah, I know it's like in like Las Vegas, Nevada, and it's obviously highly classified. Like, obviously, I don't think anyone can go in, but like they say it's for like Air Force and stuff.
Well,
but like,
there was a group of people that were gonna Naruto run inside, but they never did.
They were gonna what?
Naruto run.
What does that mean?
You know that like run where they go like this?
Oh, they're gonna run it. Yeah, I wonder like, has no one ever tried to like break in, or did they probably just kill?
They actually planned that. There's like a group of Facebook people that said we're gonna Naruto run into the Area 51,
but it never happened.
No, because obviously they get shot down.
Yeah, that's like, why is it so highly classified if it's just like Air Force stuff?
Yeah,
like who would care about like just
they probably
like, airplane stuff? Like it's like clearly they have something else going on.
I think, like I said, back to the alien technology, I think they found UFOs or something that actually landed, and they try to test it to see how it works, so they can use it for Air Force.
Maybe, yeah. Because I know I was reading about it, and people said like it started like the people saying it's like alien stuff because they would see like lights and things over, but then that also could just be the airplanes and them testing stuff out. Yeah. So like, who knows? Do you have anything else to say about that?
No, but it's just weird. Like, obviously, I understand why 51 needs like so much protection, but just say you're working on alien technology. I know, like it's not that hard. Just kidding. All right, so now we are moving into the idea of free will. Free willy. Free willy. So free will is the power of acting without the constraint of necessity or fate. The ability to act at one's own discretion. So basically just doing whatever the fucking flippity flip jack and jack you want. So before we get started, do you believe we have free will? Well, I was going to ask you that. Oh, well, honestly, for me, I think we do. Yeah, I think I believe that we do have it. Like, obviously, there's like freedom. Like, obviously, we have freedom. That's just humans made that. Like, freedom of speech and religion and saying and stuff. But like, we're talking about like actual free will, like universe stuff. So do you believe we have it, Beeps? I would say 50-50, because if you think about it, people are born into specific situations and circumstances that determine your life. Yeah. So you're restricted in what you can do. So let's say like if you were born like in those rich England people, I don't know what they're called. Mm-hmm. You're literally born and you can do whatever you want. Like you have the free will to do whatever you want. But someone that's like born poor or something, they can't. They're limited to what they can do. Well, yeah, that's true. Because it's like, yeah, if you're like literally the whole argument about like Nepo babies, because like people are literally born into rich families, like they already have like that. Yeah. Like they can do anything because they have the money. But like, I get what you're saying, but like, I still think like anyone still does have free will, because guys, also I actually learned about this in my ethics class. So here are some points that I took from them. Okay, but here, before you say those points, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Or no, are you willing to buy a yacht right now?
No, because I don't have the money to do so.
So you don't have the free will to do it.
Well, that's because there's a constraint to it, but like you still are able to just do it like if you want.
So do it if you want right now.
Well, couldn't you like take like a loan or like can't you rent it or something? I don't know if that works. Well, I guess I get what you're saying, but like, because here's the thing, like, this is what I believe. Free will, it's like obviously we have like our genetics and like our culture and experience and like the time we're in. So obviously that is already like made, but I feel like people still have the choice in their actions and what they want to become. Like, I feel like that's the free will.
So what do you mean by that?
Because this is actually what I learned in class. Free will can be defined by 3 questions. Is it up to the person what they do? Could the person do other than they do? And is the person responsible for their choices and action? So it's like, is it up to them what they can do? Like, are they able to do it? Like, is it their choice? And then could they still do the other choice, the other option? And are they responsible for that choice and action?
Sure.
So that wouldn't, you couldn't say that for like what's already like predisposed for them. So already like if they're famous or rich or poor, like, because that wasn't like their choice. Like that's how they already became. Because like individuals, despite their predispositions, we still have so many options and paths we can take, and we're still technically responsible for those choices, right?
Yeah.
Actually, an analogy that I came up with is looking like a video game, because like the initial conditions of the video game are already set, like our childhood and genetics and our cultures, but the player still controls like what decisions and paths you want to do. Like you still control like who you kill and shoot, like, right?
If you're playing GTA.
Yeah. Yeah. Like obviously there is many factors that are out of our control, like everything that's already set for us, like once we're born, like you said, like even just the time, like the generation we're in. But like I still believe our actions and like behaviors and reactions to things and decisions, those are still in our control. Like obviously they are influenced by like what, like where we already are, like our environment, but like we still have like many different options we can do, right? Because like a poor person can like either take the wrong path of like that still harms them and like continues for them to stay poor, or they could actually try to like get their life together and make decisions that can like help them to get more like better life, you know?
Yeah.
Like I feel like that's like the argument for it. Because actually this is known as, there's actual like viewpoints for this. So this viewpoint that I have, it aligns with compatibilism, which is like the belief that free will is compatible with determinism. So I think they mean like you can determine like your own like future and all that. I think this one is like free will is, so basically this is saying like free will is influenced, but it's not determined by our prior environment and like genetics and like where we are, because individuals can still make like rational decisions, right?
I disagree, because let's say you were born with like the knowledge of math, right? And I was born without it. Okay, yeah. Free will, right? You said it was not determined by prior environment or genetics, right?
Yeah, it's influenced but not determined by it.
Yeah, so let's say you're a mathematician, right? And I'm not.
Gross. Yeah.
You would be able to have that free will to do whatever math related, but I'm not. But what if I wanted to? Even if I did, you'd still be in the upper hand because you have that knowledge still based.
Yeah. But basically, I think you're just talking about like what the constraint we have based on what we grew up with. But like you can still take like, you still have like all the choices and options. It just like you just have to like work extra hard for that. But like you could still go up to like my level.
No, but what if you like,
no, like they're saying like you still have like that free will to do it if you like want to.
Yeah, but let's say you did want to, but you just can't because you have that mind limitation of like tapping memories in your head or something.
Well, that's just like a constraint because of how you like.
So a constraint doesn't allow you free will.
Well, I guess in some, I get like, I don't know. I guess so.
But let's say like back in caveman, right?
Yeah.
One caveman knows math and knows how to split the food, but this other caveman doesn't because he doesn't know math and there's no other math people that can teach him. How is
So you're saying would they still have the free will technically because they don't know? Well, but that's like I feel like goes into a different thing because that's like some.
And you would have more than me having a little tiny piece of bread or something.
But like that's like asking like if you don't know something, do you even like are you even lacking the free will of it because you don't even know?
No, exactly. So you don't have free will because you don't know about it. And also today, society and government stuff, right?
Yeah.
If someone wants to drive a car, like let's say they already have their license, they have the free will to do it.
Yeah.
But someone who doesn't can't. So they have to go through the process to go get registered, the driver's license.
No, but I think you're still like, because like they still have the free will to do it. Like they just have to overcome more like barriers and steps to do it.
Yeah, but wouldn't those barriers that were don't you think the barriers that were set by other people stopping you to have that free will?
Well, I guess. I don't know, guys. This is getting like deep. Well, because here, like an example,
right?
Let me get up.
Do you have the free will to talk on the mic, right?
Yes.
And if I unplug it, even though you have the free will to talk, you won't be heard because I took off something like an outer source took away the ability for you to talk to the mic.
Well, because I'm just saying, yeah, but I think what you're saying is that's just like a barrier you have to overcome. So I would still have to just do extra work to like plug it back in and then like talk.
Yeah, but that's like an obstacle you had to do. It's not free will.
Guys, this is, I don't know. This is a big debate, guys, now. Let us know what you think. But no, my example is like with Gen Z because we all have predisposed of like generational trauma because we all have like the trauma and the issues and problems that our parents put on us, but we're choosing to break that generational trauma despite our predisposition to have it, you know? Okay, guys, so this might be a little controversial, but I think people's actions, it's based on our personal choices, it shouldn't be justified by our environment and circumstances because everyone has their own responsibility to be moral and ethical in decision. Because this is a big thing. This goes aligns with like mental health. Because you know when someone like acts out or is like really like mean or horrible to someone, and everyone's like, oh, but it's like their mental health that like they're justifying it because of like something. Or if it's like in an environment, it's like, oh, they grew up in a horrible environment, so like they're justifying like it's okay if they're being mean, but it's like, no, that shouldn't justify because everyone has been born in some environment or everyone has something, but that doesn't justify how you act because you're still choosing to act like that because that's literally like the Gen Z thing. We're choosing to break the trauma. Instead, we could easily just pass it on to our kids and we could just be horrible to them, but we're choosing to like break it even though we were in that horrible environment. Yeah. You know, so that is still free will because it's based on our choices, even though like the environment we were in. So it shouldn't like justify it, you know?
Sure.
Like hopefully I do that. Yeah. And also I think it's important to recognize the impact of our genetics and environment because it leads to a compassionate understanding of like human behavior to make so we can have better like decision making and personal growth because it's important to know like where people come from and like why they're doing this, but also not to completely justify for that, you know, because obviously childhood experiences, they influence, but they do not control our behaviors because individuals can still make choices and reflect rationally, you know? Well, because I think that's my whole argument. I'm saying like it influences it, but it doesn't determine it.
Do you actually believe in that though?
Yeah, because I don't like when people like justify someone acting horrible because they have mental health problems. They're going through something. It's like, yeah, but everyone has something that doesn't justify like everyone's things.
Okay,
and
so
then you could justify like
let's say you texting back your friend that I said not to text back, right?
Yeah.
That's something from the childhood trauma, right?
Yeah.
So why did you do it?
Well, yeah, that was my choice because I allowed that history to influence me and affect me to do that choice. But I could have done the choice of not doing it. Like even for me, like people have treated me really bad in the past.
You shouldn't. You're saying that something childhood shouldn't influence something that's today.
Yeah, like your behavior.
Yeah, so why are you using your trauma as your behavior for replying back.
Well, no, because that's just, I made the bad choice of letting it take over me and like influence my choice when I shouldn't have. Because it's just like people have like done me dirty, I guess, in the past. So I could just choose to just act horrible to like everybody and be mean because I'm like Humph, I have people who are mean to me, so I'm gonna be mean to everyone. Like that's a choice. But instead, no, I like still choose to be nice, even though like people treated me bad in the past.
You don't have to be nice. You can just cut them off.
But that's also another choice. Like, because what we're saying is like you still have all the choices despite like your experiences. It just influences Beswiso, right?
Sure.
Yeah. And guys, to end this off, well, this is just my last point. There is something called internal versus external constraints. I think that's what you were bringing up, because free will involves being free from external constraints, while internal motivations influenced by external factors still allow for free will.
Can you explain?
Okay, let's break that down. Wait. I think it's saying...
Can you explain that to me like if I was a 5-year-old?
Okay, let's see. So I think it's just saying like free will, you're not being affected by external things, but your internal like motivations and wills, it is influenced by the external stuff, but it still allows you to make what choice you want. So basically what I've just been saying the whole time, like we're influenced by like everything that's happened to us, but we still can make whatever choice we want. That's like free will.
Unless you're getting...
Mic drop.
Unless there's something not letting you do it. That's an external source.
Okay, I guess that could be another side of it. Yeah. But I guess that goes into deeper, guys. I don't know how you would describe that. But yeah, that's my whole discussion, guys. That's what I believe, and this is what he believes.
Yeah.
But yeah, do you have any other points you want to make about free will, or just anything about space and aliens and just kidding, guys. I don't know why I keep doing that.
I think there was this one time where I saw weird lights outside of your window. We'll talk about that in our scary episode.
We're doing a scary episode? This is the first time I'm hearing about this, folks.
Yeah, we'll be talking about scary stories or like experiences.
Yeah, we might have to get a guest on the podcast for that. Prob's his sister. We'll see, guys. Keep an eye out for that.
That'd be weird. I have my sister here.
Oh yeah, here. That's weird. Okay, anyways, but yeah, so do you have any other final thoughts to conclude us?
Yeah. Society and government people stop us from free will.
Yeah, guys, don't trust them. They're hiding everything from us.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, I feel like they are. But yeah, guys, we really hope you enjoyed this discussion, and please let us know what you believe and think about all the questions, and also like about the free will one, what you guys, if you're agree or disagree with us or have another viewpoint, and what you think about like aliens being real, if there's some other species, about animals being aliens, humans being aliens, serial killers being aliens.
And also, don't forget to answer the questionnaire if you're listening on Spotify.
Yeah, guys, please comment down below everything what you believe, and if you agree and disagree with anything, if you like our explanations, and answer the polls, please, guys. Yeah. We make super fun questions for you guys, so please answer them.
Yes.
But yeah, I think that'll be all for this episode. So this one's kind of a fun, light one, even though a little bit scary, but still. Yeah, we really hope you guys enjoyed listening, and please start discussions in the comments, but keep it nice and respectful, okay?
Yes.
And like the usual, comment, subscribe, like, hit the notifications bell, 5-star rating, repost, share with everybody in the whole world, in the entire universe, guys.
And multiverse.
Yeah, guys, share it with every person you know on different planets.
Yeah.
Every alien you come in contact with.
We should make a small rocket that has our link and shoot.
Yeah, in space, so aliens can listen. Guys, we're inclusive here, guys. We're the most inclusive, comfortable space podcast. That's what we want to be. So we even allow aliens to come in, guys, if they're friendly.
And please, if you don't like to be called an alien, let us know.
Yeah, please, guys. We don't want to ever call anyone the wrong thing.
Yeah.
But you guys, actually, just share it with everyone you come in contact with, even if they're scary.
Yeah. Drop a comment.
Even animals and serial. Well, actually, maybe not serial killers, but Yeah.
The bell notification as well.
Yes, please. And yeah, repost, share, like, do all that, comment, hit the polls.
Yeah.
And yeah, we'll see you guys in the next epi.
Wait, before you say bye, think about it, guys. Look at this alien technology.
Am I right? Ooh. All right, guys. See you in the next one. Bye.